Welcome back to Friday Night Pints. You may notice today we got a little bougie. We got a new sponsor with us. It is St. Hubert's The Stag. It's the best wine there is. They sponsor people like us. They sponsor people like the X Games. So they're not one of those foofy places. It's not the kind of wine that you got to go walk into an aisle in a wine store, because I get pretty panicked about that. I get nervous. I get scared. I can't pronounce anything. Just like this. It's Paso Robles. Don't know where that's from. Don't know what it is. Just know it's a great wine. I believe we talked about it on Vivino.
Yes.
It's a 3.9 wine rating. Very, very good. They sponsor us with the X Games. I already said that part. We're going to cut it. Don't worry.
What did you say? John.
But go follow along at St. Hubert's The Stag .us on Instagram and Facebook, and make sure to check out your local wine aisle and try it today. I did okay.
That's not bad.
It was all right. I need a glass of wine. I'm gonna go with the Cab Sav. Who's this for?
That's for Frankie.
You've done this forever.
I haven't
John,
done this
give me your glass.
forever.
Give me your glass.
All right.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, you spin it and smell it.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you not going to pour me any?
No, I'm getting my own right now. I guess I'll be a bartender too, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, that's your
Is that what I
job.
do back here?
That's your job.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
before
you,
this started,
thank
Heavy
you.
pour.
Before this started, Kayce was charging a vibrator on her desk.
Okay, first of all,
Come on.
it was a rabbit. Second of all,
Is
Is
that
that
not a
not?
vibrator?
Is that not?
well, yeah, but it's multiple
Do you have a
things.
chargeable rabbit that's not batteries? That's what I'm more interested
So it's a USB cable, but it's not mine. I would like it on record, Kelly. You understand?
Ooh, that is quite nice.
And I guess we should all just
Cheers.
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 Yes.
I was sitting at my desk minding my own business, and I saw Frankie, who sits right behind me, walking around just carrying this purple rabbit, looking at it with a lot of curiosity. And he was like, I would like some assistance with this. And I was like what? He's like, charging it. So I just charged it on my laptop so that Frankie could see how it
Why
works.
did you put it in your backpack?
Okay.
It's not. It's still sitting on
So
my
I guess the question now is, Frankie, what did you need that vibrator for?
Well, no, Tommy smokes, and this is just going to be a new
Okay. Let's go. I want to find the source. No.
Yeah,
went
I
over
mean,
to see
I was
my-
just trying to help out my coworker.
I went over to see my friend Tommy, and he just had this vibrator sitting on his desk. I said, what's this about? And he goes, I don't know. It's just like something that's on my desk. So I said, does it work? And I went to go charge it. Kayce jumped at it. I mean, her mouth was watering. It was crazy. So
I mean, I know how they work.
I mean, I didn't
As
ask
in
her.
mine.
Yeah.
Don't she likes a good vibrator, as do I.
And also, like, if he needs help with it, like, I would know how to charge a
Exactly.
vibrator.
Yeah, I mean, I was curious. I don't know. This thing's just sitting around. I was like, how does this thing work?
Frankie's getting overly defensive.
Right, like,
You know?
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, it's a
Don't,
world
Frank.
I'm not really like, I don't know.
I
that
believe
much.
it's technically, if we're going to trace it back to its source, I think it's actually KFC Radio's vibrator. It was in our studio for a long time. Don't know why.
It's
I
like a
guess-
sponsor or something sent it to you?
I would either a sponsor or,
Or
someone who
maybe they
hates
sent it
us.
to, like, Alex,
It's
and
got,
it
like,
somehow got to
fingers.
We
you?
used to work by that.
It's got like fingers on it.
Well, it's a rabbit. That's why it's called a rabbit.
It's a
It's
a
got two
literal
bunnies.
rabbit if you look at it.
I don't
We
want to
used to walk
explain to
by
him
that
what that
Museum
means
of
because
Sex.
it freaks me
We
out.
used to
But,
walk
like,
by the
it
Museum of
tickles the
Sex
clit,
every day because it's
Marty.
right by our old office. I used to just stare in the windows.
While
like,
the rest of it is
what goes
inside
on
of
in
it.
there?
The
That's a
Museum
lot
of Sex,
going
I
on.
think I've
That's
decided
a
that
lot
everyone
going
in there
on.
is a poser. Because I walked through the Museum of Sex one time with Asa Akira, and not a single person batted their eye. And that would be like walking through Cooperstown with Ted Williams.
Yeah.
And no one's like, who's that?
Right.
Like, no one wants to take a
No
picture
one
with
wants
this
to come
person.
up
That
and
is
say hello.
crazy.
I love your work.
Or the counterpoint would be is they're like so into it that they're not going to bother her as a celebrity. They're like,
Right.
oh, we know who that is, but like she's in the
respect her.
museum. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that could be a good
Didn't she say
counterpoint.
that that's like a thing though, where guys will come to her and be like, "You're just so familiar to me," and then when they realize they're like, "Oh shit," and they like, run away.
Every porn
So,
star
I
is
can't-
like, I like to watch a guy's like the hamster wheel spin, like, fuck.
place
it. Yeah.
But also like, any porn star I'm gonna recognize, I'm gonna know where you're from immediately.
But it's like the scene in
Like,
Entourage.
there's no one home like,
when
is that?
Stan,
I think
Yeah.
that might.
Yeah.
Where do I know them from?
when
I
Stan
know.
Lee can't figure out how he knows who Sasha Grey is, and he's
She's
like,
terrible
yeah, you
actress,
look
by the way.
familiar. What would I
She's
have
not
seen
good.
you in?
She was so bad as an actress, as a
In
normal actress.
Entourage?
No, just
I'll
in
be honest,
general.
not a great as a porn actress either. She's great at what she did, but her acting ability in the sense that like her making it look like she's having fun. She was always like, I don't want to be here.
I kind of love that. That's why I like her. I'm like, she doesn't give a fuck. She's just like, let's
Yeah.
do this.
Like if it
man.
was up to me, these
Just
two
give me
dicks
this
would not
fucking
be in
page.
there.
Yeah, just like get me through this. Like that's always her, and it was hysterical. I love it.
Before we started, also, Also, by the way, I guess I didn't acknowledge this. Kevin's not here.
Kevin is not
yeah.
here.
Kevin,
You're not
Kevin,
Kevin.
Kevin had an emergency, so Kevin is not here right now. I am here. I am not doing so well right now, if we have to be honest. But we were
Why
talking
are you so
about.
nervous
Yeah,
about
what's wrong?
hosting?
I just don't like hosting. I'm not.
I mean, you
I'm
do
not a
live
host.
shows on Broadway, and you can't even handle this.
I don't host it. Kevin does.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
but,
very
like,
big
it's
difference.
the same thing.
There's a
Yeah,
difference,
second
yeah.
chair and the host.
I
Leading
don't.
the
I gotta be
combo.
honest, I wouldn't want to do what you're doing right now. So.
When
We're
we
here
have to
for
do
you.
videos like where I have to like talk like about an ad or something on my phone, and I get to do it at my house where I get to do multiple takes. My whole entire camera roll, I'm talking 100, maybe 120 videos. I'll just keep going back and forth
Yeah.
Wow.
because I get nervous. I don't know why.
But
if someone
makes
points
no
the
sense
camera at
that
me,
it's
it's like a
still
little bit
embarrassing.
better.
This
Yeah.
Joker was filming a promo, had to go into a studio by
Yeah.
himself.
That's of
Yeah.
course I do. I go into a private room
remember
I,
every
the-
time
I don't like
come somewhere.
promos and things like
Do you
that.
remember
Like,
the
when I'm not by
ad I
myself.
did
like it
in
that way.
the old office? It took me an hour.
Yes.
What was
Everyone
that?
stood up
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was in the middle of the office. It just literally took me an hour.
Because you couldn't read,
I
right?
couldn't remember anything.
You couldn't read the cue cards, I believe, is
Yeah.
what the problem was.
That also
I'm
sounds
an improv guy. Whatever comes to my brain. Speaking of,
Oh,
have you guys been getting woken up by the sun lately?
every day.
Actually, yes. Right directly in my eyeballs. I have like
Earlier
a video
than
of myself the
usual?
other day complaining about it.
Earlier than usual?
No.
I mean, the sun
No.
comes
All
up.
right, let's talk about solstices.
No. The Earth is spinning faster than it ever has since in 5 decades.
Says who?
Really?
Science.
Okay.
Who said
I read
that?
an article.
No, you didn't.
On what?
You watched
On
the
what?
YouTube
my-
video.
yeah.
He saw a tweet. He saw a tweet.
That's an article. But yeah, I'm telling you, I'm waking up early. The sun's popping me every morning.
It's because the days are getting longer. Sun's rising earlier.
You ever
Well,
think
it's-
about
it's
putting like
spinning
curtains or
faster.
drapes or something?
No, I don't like drapes.
I don't either because I don't. I
Yeah.
won't. I will sleep all day. If I have
Exactly.
curtains, I'll just
Yeah.
sleep
You
all
have
day.
to have a little bit.
Well, you live in a cave. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do live in a
I have
cave.
stuff in front. I have one window that you can like see into a couple of other apartments, but it's their hallways, so like they'll only see me if they're coming home. And otherwise, it's like me on my couch. But I put a bunch of stuff in front of it, like hanging plants and shit. It looks weird. It's basic, but I love it.
Whatever.
I like hanging.
Like I have like like hanging
What
air
kind of
plants and like
plants?
glass bulbs and like flowers all over the place. It's
Tulips?
yeah, my house is a hippie den
Hydrangeas?
now. No,
Keep going. Keep going.
It's actually
Perennials?
they look like cherry blossoms. They're
Perennials.
dogwood
Perennials
tree
are ones
branches.
that come
They're very
back, I
nice.
think,
You're a big
every
cherry
year.
blossom person, right?
Huge.
No, that's annuals.
yeah.
Perennials are around.
Is that a thing that everyone's huge about?
People that are big about
very
it. It's a
Instagrammable.
big.
Perennial
is
was
what
like
it
a
is.
sport word.
It's
like
a big,
perennial.
Perennial can be
perennial
used
is
in
a
many
plant.
walks of life,
It's-
not just the
yeah.
plants.
Perennials
Plants
are
that
good all
bloom all
year.
year.
So is that why they say
chrysanthemums are
a
perennial.
perennial team or something?
Perennial
that come back?
powerhouse?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's based off the fucking plant?
No, it's based off the word
No.
perennial.
No,
what
I
the
think
word.
he's
No, I
right.
think he's
Hang
right.
on a
No,
second.
No.
Oh, you're right.
No,
I
it's
think you're making a lot of sense.
Me
Rick.
too.
Christ.
Like a
It's
perennial-
based off the word perennial and the definition of the word perennial.
But if there's a
The
plant,
plant
that's
was
perennial.
named after the word?
Yes.
The plant comes first.
Okay, how about this?
That
The
makes
color
sense.
orange versus the fruit orange. What was named first?
I don't know that.
Color?
I do
don't
know.
know.
It was the fruit.
It was the fruit.
Really?
How is it the
I would
fruit?
not have suspected that.
I'll show you. That was the
How's it the
fruit.
fruit, John?
Huh?
How's
Well,
it the
obviously
fruit?
it's the fruit.
Obviously, it's the fruit, and obviously it'd be the
Because,
plant.
like,
The plant.
What do you
goes
mean,
on.
Why would it
obviously
not
it's the
be?
fruit?
Because you name the thing, what you're looking
You
at.
think that they
they
discovered
said this is an orange, and the color
You're a
of this is
stupid
Yes,
now
prick.
no, I
orange.
agree
You're a
with
stupid
you.
prick.
What are you
Oh, I thought
talking
the other
Why
way.
is it yellow called banana?
I thought the other way, like, oh, this is orange. Let's call it an orange. Like, that's what I'm thinking. This is orange. Call it an orange.
Wow, I had you so good there too. I had his finger.
No, he was right to that point, and then you said that, and he's like,
Yellow called banana.
you just completely destroyed his world.
But then like
no.
with the perennial, it's like the plant clearly came first.
Because
They
like
make
grape
a
is
plant-
grape.
Grape is not grape.
Grape is purple.
Yeah, but the plant kept
There's
coming
a-
back
there's a
every
colorful
word.
grape.
But there's
But I'm
purple
saying,
grapes,
why would
there's
they
green
not?
grapes.
I said this before. I'm still thinking it. Why did they not just name the orange orange? Because it is orange. Like
Because
the
the
color.
color
What is
wasn't
orange?
around yet. They didn't have a color
we
orange.
didn't
They
know.
just
What
found
the fuck are
They just
colors?
picked things from the tree.
There's
How
nothing.
do
Thank
you
you,
come up
Frank.
with the names
Honestly,
of
what the
colors?
fuck are colors?
How do you
Like
come up
literally,
with
what the
ceiling and floor?
The words?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, who named that? Who?
You'd be an
I hate
asshole.
this.
Where was
Shakespeare,
the,
you know how to do
Yeah,
that.
Shakespeare.
This is making my head hurt a little.
Shakespeare's writing
Like-
club, who wasn't
Yeah.
one single person.
Why doesn't
Whatever.
glue stick to the inside of the bottle?
Great fucking question, Marty.
Well, Marty.
Wow.
Yeah. I like how you
Wow.
accentuated that one.
Would
What
you
you
say
saying
it?
there?
Would
Why
say
doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle?
Fuck. Oh, dude.
Because it needs air to get hard.
Yeah, but you push it out.
Hey,
The exact opposite of a penis.
You push it out and the air gets in it anyway.
What?
Like you push it out, like the glue.
And then you stop, the air gets
and
into
the air
it.
gets into it.
Doesn't, and none of this
No,
matters.
it's got that seedy cap. That's that
Literally
cap
nothing
that
but
like
your matters.
only
It
lets
doesn't
sun
get in
out.
at all.
You know, we're drinking
Marty,
wine.
think
You
about
think
the-
the conversation would be a little more sophisticated. Nope.
It's actually
Not at all.
gotten worse.
All right, I'll sophisticate it up.
Okay.
We were talking a little Armie Hammer before, and I
Yes,
said
that's very sophisticated.
that Rovell had somehow a weirder comment today than anything Armie Hammer said.
I haven't heard it. So I
It
want
is
to see
so
it.
Armie Hammer said that he wanted to
sucks,
break
so.
off someone's rib and cook it and eat it.
Yeah.
And it was not as weird as this post Darren Rovell had on Instagram today.
It's so fucking
It
creepy.
is.
Really
It is
weird post.
It is.
It makes sense. He's a fucking
It's
loser.
weird.
Where is it here?
Have you
Okay.
Is
seen
it that
Kelly?
picture he posted?
It's the picture he posted. It's him, and it's him as a little
Yeah,
boy
yeah.
with a little girl. See the picture?
Yeah.
And then the comment he had says, "Older throwback, January 1982. I was 3. I always loved girls. Never thought they were disgusting. This was my friend Leslie at the pool at the Woodmont Country Club in Tarmac, Florida. I need help finding her to catch up. Guessing she's 45 now."
It's really fucking strange.
Yeah, it's a real fucking thing.
And her
Very
picture
weird.
of her as
Did
a
he
little
delete
girl.
it or?
No, it's still
No.
up. It was still because I went back because I got it from PFT tweeted this morning, and then I saw it and I posted it with a different comment, and people were like, "There's no way that's real." And then I went back to Rovell's Instagram, so I don't follow him, and it was up still. So it was.
I mean-
It had been up for 20 hours. I'm guessing he let it ride out the last 4, but it is.
Rovell has
I-
obviously a very large following, so that's one method. But I feel like there's probably 3 or 4 methods he could have went to before he got to that.
Bro, why do you need to find out?
Right.
I couldn't even tell you a person's name when I was like
Well,
from
no.
school. I
Also,
knew when I
too,
was
all
3.
the kids that you know when you're that age are like your parents' friends' kids. So I feel like
Right.
you probably like
That's true.
wouldn't. Why
That's
would you
like your
lose touch
cousin,
with that
or
person
probably his
unless?
cousin.
Right, like you
Fucking-
gotta. You gotta
That's my
exactly.
point. That's my
You can
point. There's so
contact
many
someone else. Ask your mom.
Leslie
Ask your
Rovell.
mom.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
Ask
where's
your
cousin
dad,
Yeah,
Leslie?
like, yeah, Mom, who was this girl? Like,
Yeah,
how
who's
did
this
we
kid?
know
How-
her?
Well, wait,
Yeah.
what's the weirdest
You
part
at
of
3,
this?
you didn't just go
Him
off and make
trying to
friends on your
find
own.
her?
Right.
No, the weirdest part of the thing is
Or him
undoubtedly, I always
being-
liked
I've
girls,
always
never
liked
thought they
girls.
were disgusting.
Yeah.
That is the whole,
I was
that is
so-
like the Manti Teo. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
am
we
I-
believe you.
Are you homosexual? Oh, far from it.
Yeah.
Far
He's
from
like,
it.
I'm
Sorry,
so.
Manti.
I never believed in that. I never believed in that cootie shit when I was 3. It's like, what are you talking about?
Nobody,
I
nobody
still
asked you.
think girls are
Nobody was
disgusting.
worried about it.
No, it's gonna work.
Right
Girls are still
now, as
disgusting.
a 32-year-old man, girls are disgusting.
Yeah, worse than us. We get a bad rap.
Wait, it's I think that girls are like Republican congressmen who would put, like,
you
pose
lost
like
me, you lost me.
anti-gay bills, and then they get into a bathroom and they start tapping. You just portray that you guys are not gross. You make us the animals.
Yes.
What are you
No,
talking
you're
about?
gross.
No, he's right.
Girls think
No,
guys
I'm
are
gross.
grosser.
I'm certainly gross.
Once you
I've
look
only
at a
come
girl-
to terms
Dude,
with that in the past couple years.
I'm a lot more.
I would
You're
not
not
admit.
gross. You're not gross
I'm
like
not
they're
gross.
saying.
No, I'm certainly
No.
not gross like you or any of you gentlemen here.
Right.
But I know
See,
for a
they're doing
fact
it
that
right
I
now.
am,
They're
in
doing it
fact,
right now.
gross. Like I didn't think that I was before. For a long time, I tried to pretend. Like, no, I'm certainly not. I am
are.
confirmed
You,
fucking gross now.
you girls say you're not gross like we haven't seen the underpants.
No, I can't talk about it. I literally can't talk about it. Change the subject. I'll throw up on this bar. Don't do it to Frank.
You
know
girls
exactly
are
what
like
you're
someone
talking
hasn't forgot a pair of panties in my apartment. I have to fucking kick them in my hammer and give it to touch
There's
them.
never a time where my underwear is not accounted for. I will say that. Like that will never happen. Like
Never.
what? Are these
Never.
bitches crazy? Like you keep Hawkeyes on your underwear at all times.
I don't, like,
Who's not? Like
Why
I
would
think
you
that's
even
why
think
women
it's
are
okay
like,
to
we'll do the
leave?
laundry, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know what they're getting into. And they know they gotta hide that from us, otherwise we'll look at them crooked.
I know I got a fucking draft loogie in my underpants.
Okay. No, too far. Too far. Too far.
This is why you don't
Stop.
host.
Stop. End the
Hey, I'll tell
madness.
you what, I've
Frankie
eased into
can't
it.
even
I'm
look
having
up.
fun now.
Frankie's
I
holding
am
in some
sweating
puke
so
right
much.
now.
I blew out my hair and it's gonna curl up because I'm sweating.
I know.
You gotta stop.
It's.
But no, you really do.
Oh my God.
You
You
learn
guys
so
are-
much about women when you start living with them and how gross they are.
But what do you? Okay, give me an example.
Your hair is everywhere.
The hair
Legit.
everywhere is-
That is
That's
true.
disgusting.
I never care
I
about the
don't
hair
mind
everywhere
that.
until somebody's
Yeah,
coming over.
that's.
Yeah, I don't,
You can't
I
have
don't
that.
like it when I fucking find it on the just a stick. You guys pick it up and you just stick
Oh
it to
no,
the shower
I will say,
wall.
Kelly, I don't know
There's
how
so
you feel
much hair
about
on my
this.
shower
Oh,
right
see-
now.
Oh, see, I.
Like,
You guys like, It's like you're trying to create
don't
the
like
shower.
that?
It's
You don't
like the
like that?
furry wall.
I
against
hate
the
it.
I went through a
ground.
I
phase.
hate it so much.
Splashes away.
I'm
Because you don't want to put it down the drain because it'll clog the drain. So you put it there for later so you remember like, oh, I got to grab
Yeah,
that
but there is no
when it
later.
dries.
There is no later though.
But nobody's looking but me. So what does it matter? Until somebody's coming over
I
and
just
then
want to
I
go
gotta
down
get
the
rid of it.
drain.
That I'm sorry to cut you off.
No.
That belief of like the way you should live your life, I like that. Like no one sees it except me. I've said that about my room and stuff that like
Yeah.
only like my girlfriend put something away and it's so tucked away in my room that I would never be able to find it again. And I said, why'd you do that? She said, well, it looks nice. I said, for who? For who? For who? Me? It's my room.
It's true.
Like, why is it in the top left corner?
I will say-
where's my favorite shirt? Where's my favorite shirt in the world? Oh, it's in this fucking. I locked it away in some fucking whatever. I put it under the ground.
Yeah.
So why? Oh, because it looks neater there.
I would not. I will say this. I will
I'm
say,
the only one there.
even before I lived with a girl, I kept my place neat because it feels more comfortable when it's clean.
Yeah, I get
Yes.
it. But like,
I
if I
keep
want to
my
put my
living
jacket
room
on the
clean.
floor
Yes.
because I know him and I need that jacket in 2 hours, why is it hung up in the closet?
See,
That's
what
fair.
you were describing
I'll
is the
literally
difference
need it in a
between,
second.
between gross and dirty and messy. I'm messy.
Yes.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not gross
Yes.
like you.
John, you had a pillow you didn't
I'm
clean for 3 years.
I am not gross. I can be messy,
I don't
but I'm
believe
not
you.
gross.
What about when you go take a shower?
I let my hair go. I cannot stand clumps of hair. No offense, but I'm not showering
No, I'm
in the
with
shower,
you.
so
It's,
like,
no,
I
it's
can't.
my hair falls out by the end.
My
don't know,
mistake.
I-
I can't stand hair on people's showers. Now I'm also so blonde that I can't see mine. Like my girlfriends that are dark hair, like if I go in their bathroom and see hair everywhere, it freaks me out, and I'm a girl.
I'll
After
tell you,
a
if a single
drunken
soul has come in my house,
See?
like if
Coming
I, if
outside, aren't you?
I have 20 minutes notice, like, hey, I'm popping over, I'll be like, you know what, I don't know if you can, because I can't, nobody will be in my house if it's in disarray, because I never want anybody to know
Yes.
that. Like, there's just no way. I also don't, like, I was never that gross. Like, I think now, just living by myself, I've become gross, and
Because
I care
no
less.
one's telling you that
Yeah,
you're
no
doing
one's telling me
it.
shit. My
Right.
bedroom right now is a nightmare. My living room's great, just in case of emergencies. I can close my fucking door and whatever.
That's
but
the difference
no,
of guys.
my
though, too.
bedroom's
Like,
a nightmare.
there's people come to my apartment. Nope, I don't give a shit. I got baking
I
soda
can't
in
do
my
it.
fridge because it stinks.
That's just a smart move. My
Honestly,
parents did that for years.
I'm proud that you have food in your fridge. So that's like,
Yeah, well, that's
I'm glad
why-
you have food that you could let rot in the fridge.
Is
That's
it like
so-
old fridge? Or
No, he
old-
doesn't. He has like old leftovers probably.
That's what I
like,
mean.
No,
like
I've
takeout.
been cooking. I'm
Yeah,
an
that's
adult.
wow. Pretty
The
good. Was
steak
it last
looked
night?
good, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
also-
good.
Marty,
Yeah.
how good have you gotten at
It's what?
cleaning and not actually cleaning? Like moving
Oh,
things like over at this
unbelievable.
point in your life, I'm incredible
Oh.
at it. And it takes
Wait, what do you
just-
mean?
Just like you like hide things, right?
move
Yeah,
stuff
like
around.
it's like
you move stuff around, but it takes just as much work as opposed to just cleaning it the
I
right
could
way.
put a
If you think
plastic
about it.
bag
Yes, it
under
really
the
does,
sink,
yeah.
but if I just hide it behind this little couch thing, no one's gonna see it.
Yes.
Exactly. I'll do it
if
later. I
anyone,
don't
like-
have time right now. I'll do it later, and then
later.
you never do it later.
If
Just
I
I
sit
have
on your
this
couch.
little mirror in my room that's like it's like a tower basically, right? It's got like the two legs that come out, and I've stuffed so many things behind that one little sliver of mirror, so that when you're looking at the mirror, there's nothing to the left and right of it. But if you look behind it, it's just a wall of just like clothes, dirt, everything.
But why? It's
Yeah.
just you.
Because
Oh,
it's
no,
not.
his brain's
No, it's not. No, don't die yet.
Oh,
It's
no.
not
I
your
know
problem,
where everything
Frankie.
is behind there.
Yeah.
Right?
Right,
It's
but
like
why
that's
are
my
you?
mess.
But why are you hiding it if
Yeah.
it's
Because
you?
no, it is because you don't
Let
want to
him hide
feel
it.
gross.
That pause was so.
Yeah, he's. I feel like
Frankie,
we're
don't
ruining
give
Frankie's
up
life
yet
today.
because you don't want to feel gross. You're telling yourself I'm not gross because it's behind there. And if you lose
Yeah,
something,
I
you
don't
gotta
like
look
to live a
behind it.
gross life, but it's little things that really like my favorite shirt. If it's put away in a part that I like, it's really hard to reach or get there. It's just like
This
well,
favorite
like,
shirt
it
really
doesn't
pisses me
matter.
off.
This
Oh,
is
it's
something
Yeah.
that happened
What
like last
fucking
I was
night.
gonna say, did this happen like today?
It happened like last night. I was just like, this is
There it is.
annoying. Like,
What shirt is it?
it was just like a T-shirt that I like to wear underneath. Like it's just like sometimes you just have nice fitting stuff. Like
Yeah, for
you
sure.
just like to just I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I
with
got
you.
it.
I get it.
Right.
If you were to like, if you're in my apartment and you bump into the table, or if you bump into the couch, you're like revealing a whole new ecosystem.
Not anymore.
Huh?
Not anymore. You're not near as gross now that you have your girlfriend.
But
living with you.
I'll still just kick shit under it all the time.
Do you really?
like
Yeah, fuck yeah. What, am I gonna bend down and pick it up?
She's gonna find this shit and be like,
I
what
know.
is happening?
I
with
know.
this
Like,
couch?
it's, I mean, it's just like wrappers and things like that, but it's
You know
just
what
like,
John,
my
just
favorite.
put
you
those
have-
in the trash.
Right.
No,
When you have a couch, you know
why would
why?
I?
because then
You know
the
what
trash
keeps-
wins.
You know what
We
keeps
win.
you clean? You know what will keep you clean? And I'm gonna tell you this, and people forget, and they don't listen to my warning stories. You will get cockroaches with too much mess. You will. You don't
fucking
think
hate
you will. You
cockroaches.
think you're fine. You will,
I've never
especially
got
where
a
you live.
cockroach.
now forget it. Now
Well,
you're going
the
to
thing
be
is,
the cockroach out.
see-
But his girlfriend keeps the apartment clean. That's
So,
the thing.
I mean, that's,
I don't think
but
a cockroach
sometimes
can get to
keeping
the
it clean
17th floor.
doesn't always help. Like, I get cockroaches
Oh, they
every
can
once in a
get
while if
there.
I'm not
No.
there for a few days.
Yeah.
Like,
I
they'll,
don't think they
they'll be like,
can.
oh, it's a party in that house, I'll go in there. Because my neighbors are gross, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, they come
Haven't had
through
one.
from all these different
Oh,
places.
they're only hanging out for a few days. That's
They
fine.
also, no, they
Yeah.
stay forever, and then they multiply, and then they play dead sometimes, and you see them. And so you think that they're fine,
They're
and they're
nightmares.
actually there. They're
They're
the
nightmares.
worst.
When I moved into
So,
the
like, a
apartment,
rapper would attract them.
Yeah, when I moved into my apartment in the city, and I'm no longer there anymore because I just hated this aspect of it. And
Yeah.
you go into like, you ever see one in the fucking toilet?
Of course.
Oh my
in the
God.
shower?
Ruined,
Shower?
Ruined my life.
What's wrong with you people?
They come up the
Dude,
drains.
it's just a fucking. You're
Well,
living in
tons.
New York
They
City.
come
You're
up the
living on top
drains.
of
If
a
you're near the
concrete
river,
pile.
they come
Jersey
up
is
the drains.
beautiful.
Yeah, in
I
Jersey
live
we
in
don't
New
get
York, I've never had a
cockroaches.
Yes,
cockroach.
exactly.
I've never either.
We
New
walked
Jersey's
into a
beautiful.
brand new
They come up the
apartment,
drains.
well, like a clean apartment, like people had moved out, we moved in, and there was cockroach problem. I guess like the girls who had lived there before,
Oh my
like
God, I'm
there was
itching
something
so bad.
happened, and then like
No,
I
it's
found one in my shoe once, and
Oh,
I sent an
no.
email
That's not that
to the
bad.
fuck. I sent an email to
Casey's
the
lips are
fucking
getting
place.
purple.
I said I don't know what you guys need to do about this, but there's cockroaches falling from the ceiling in this fucking apartment, so we need to figure this out
No, she
today.
didn't
Today. Now there was only 2 or 3 of them, but I wrote like we are literally sleeping on top of it.
It's only one.
Keep going. Keep telling the story. I'm trying to hear it.
They sound like they scatter when the lights turn on.
I never heard a cockroach, luckily.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
who
they don't
hears
really
a
make
cockroach?
noise. Sometimes
Huh?
they fly, though.
You
They'll
do it.
surprise
No,
you
I
and
did.
fly.
But
I've
my
never-
only experience with cockroaches is in movies, and in movies
Yeah.
that's how they
Yeah,
sound.
I've never had a
They-
cockroach.
I've
no,
never
that's
seen
not-
one move. They've always been dead
You know
or
what I
playing
think,
dead.
and I'm just realizing this now, I think my fear of these bugs comes from, do you guys remember the
They're
Mummy,
just talking about
obviously,
Yeah.
with
Trypophobia.
Oh,
the-
the
when
fucking,
he gets the scarab
about
inside of his skin, and it's like,
Yeah,
and they all get in.
Yep.
That's why I'm afraid of them. I
That
know.
honestly is probably
Just
exactly where
realized
my fear comes from.
Yes,
Henry
like I
Frankie's
was never
last
afraid of bugs, and I'm also
Oh,
not
yeah,
afraid of
thank
like
you.
other bugs. I don't
Should
mind
I-
spiders and shit.
Yeah.
I
me
love
too.
wine now, man.
Yeah.
So are you talking about
So-
this?
It's the best.
What do you love? What's your favorite wine? Is it St. Hubert's the Stag?
It's a stag.
That's what it is.
I have an interesting
It's
history
actually
with
fucking
wine.
like really, really good. And I don't like it chilled. I know you guys are drinking
Oh,
it
I
chilled.
like
I
it
love
chilled.
it chilled.
I like
Actually,
my- I
the
like my
chilled
shit
would be
red.
their
Pass
chilled
that
ones.
over.
I know that you-
Remember that fucking shit I
from
went through
yours.
with the wine bottle with the Devontae?
Yes, I do.
Holy fuck.
And that's something you would avoid not having to know about wine
Correct.
if you get it online at St.
Yeah.
Hubert's, or you can get it in your wine aisle wherever you want. But dude, look, can you tell that story is so funny? But and, like we made fun of you a lot for it, but it's exactly what I would do.
Dude, we were in Washington State at Chambers Bay playing golf. Devon Taves, he's no longer an Islander right now. He got traded because I wore a questionable outfit to his wedding. I'm pretty sure that's why they traded him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw
I
that.
still look, I still
I thought
look
you looked
great.
great.
You look
Yeah.
great.
I thought
It
she
was
looked
just
great.
a little bit of a questionable move for a wedding.
When you
Yeah.
go to a
You
hockey
overthought
wedding,
That was
Yeah,
more like
That's
rehearsal.
no.
Frankie.
That's
I
why
would've
it
worn
was
that
bad.
Frankie, you
rehearsal
overthought
dinner.
it, dude. You
I thought you
overthought
looked
it.
I thought you
fantastic.
looked great.
I thought
You looked amazing.
You looked great,
But
but
you
for a
overthought
rehearsal
it for a
dinner,
wedding.
not so much a wedding.
Yeah.
what does that
That's my
mean?
Just like
Because
a little less casual,
Frankie,
or a little more
you,
casual.
you always you err on the side of more formal because you can always remove pieces of clothing. Once you're there, you can't
Frankie,
class it
I
back
tried to
up.
make a
You're
statement.
the schlub. Everyone
No,
knows.
but if you remove pieces of clothes at a wedding,
at that
you're
place,
an
you're the
asshole, too.
schlub.
What?
The guy
Dude,
with
when
the
I
tie
get
around
going
his
on the
head.
dance floor, no, I don't put it on my head, but I gotta get my tie off.
Yeah, you go.
I start
you
swagging.
can take it off. You can loosen the
Yeah.
tie, but like,
Yeah.
there are two guys at weddings who are like fucking like you piece of shit.
Yeah, you're
the
the
guy with
worst.
the tie around his head,
Oh, yeah.
and the guy who took off like if you're at like a formal wedding, like the guy who took off everything is just wearing the vest now.
Yes.
It's like get the
Yes.
fuck away from
Yes.
me.
It's the
That guy
worst.
stinks.
Kelly, how do you feel about girls taking their shoes off at weddings?
I am okay with it when it's like my friends. I don't know. I'm very torn about it.
A lot of
I
girls
do
bring
it
flip-flops
once
in
I'm
their
drunk
purse.
enough.
That's
yes,
the move.
I would
You
rather
put-
do that.
yes.
I'd much rather do that.
You put
Once
flip-flops
I'm
or
drunk enough, I
flats
don't
in your
care.
purse?
I
But
want
I
to.
will keep them on until I
Me too.
can't anymore because
Me
I'm like,
too.
you know,
Not-
it's grossing me out. The feet all around.
Yes,
it's gross.
I'm the same way.
I
But
don't
like you can buy those shoes now that are like roll up in a ball
Oh, I
and
love
put them
those.
in your
You put them in
purse.
the tiny
Yeah,
little.
like
It's
just
like
do
a
that.
tiny triangle, but it's a pair of shoes. It's the
Yeah,
best.
it's the
Not
best.
to be a snob, but anybody who's wearing their tie in their head, that's a pretty cheap piece
Ah.
of shit tie.
I
Yeah,
mean,
can't do that.
You're not putting an Hermes tie in
That's
your
the
head.
Like,
biggest snob
That
thing I've
guy's
ever
not gonna
heard.
get laid that night.
No, nobody's doing that.
I mean,
I was sweating.
if I were a tie guy, I'd put any tie on.
You know, did you guys
Yeah, well,
have
you're
You're still
Sweet
not wearing
16s,
your
like big
parents'
Sweet 16
ties.
parties?
I don't know
Yes.
what's wrong.
As did I.
I bet
Ties?
he did.
Did you have a sweet 16? Like, well,
Did I
guys.
No, but I'm
Did I
saying
have
I
a
bet he
sweet
went to them.
Did you go to like Sweet 16 parties?
Never.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Are you kidding me?
We had
the
the
My
best.
entire
The
sophomore
best.
year of high
They
school.
were so
The
much much
that's,
fun.
but
Like every
that's where
weekend.
that was where every asshole had a tie on their head
Yes.
within the first hour.
Totally.
Like, it was
And
just-
throwing
I think I
up on the
walked
floor.
out-
walked in
Girls
with
have
the
their
time
shoes
I
off,
had.
ties.
I was,
So many bras
How many Four
exposed,
Locos
like,
you
oh,
drink
yes, it's
before a
awful.
fucking Sweet
Dude,
16?
after prom, I drank blue Four Loko,
Oh,
and I puked it all over
No.
myself.
Oh, yeah. I did it on the
After
floor.
bus, and I looked like a fucking Smurf.
And that was like the original Four Loko that like killed people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It literally
The
almost
original
killed
Four
me.
Loko is the only reason I could survive living in New York when we first lived here when I was like 21.
Yeah.
I would shotgun a Four Loko before I went to a bar.
Oh.
And then
Oh my
drink
God.
another one in the cab on the way to a bar. And then just be blacked out by the time I walked in and not have to drink.
No
Spent
wonder you are.
$17 for that.
Yeah.
That's what they'll still do.
There was a
They
video.
don't have the energy,
Four
but they don't
Locos,
have
but
energy in them anymore.
you spent probably $15 for the night and you're blacked out.
Yeah, but you don't have.
Yeah.
You
It
don't
was
have the
great.
energy.
They were
I
the
didn't
best.
spend $15. I
We
didn't
used
have
to
anything.
pregame with
That's what I'm saying.
one and then bring one on the way to the party and like sip the second one while we were there and then
Yeah.
black out while we were
I
there.
had a buddy.
so
I
bad.
won't say his name because he's
Sip
like
the
a
second
human
one?
now, like
Yeah,
regular
we
working
would
human.
pregame with one, and then on the way we'd bring another one and then drink it until it was gone, and then we would be drunk enough to like eat. Or
Dude,
drink
I had
it.
a buddy that would. Everyone had the one friend that could just drink anything. I feel like you just like whatever, just chug this, and he was just like it just went down his gullet. We had this one kid. We always met at the baseball fields. It was actually right behind Borrelli's, and that was like the place we all met. And this kid would just fucking drink whatever we gave him. And one night he funneled 2 Four Locos, and then we were just throwing stuff into the funnel.
That's the worst.
Creatine, like
That's mean when
fucking
you just throw shit in the
fucking
fucking
grass. Like everyone's just like, let's go, and he just did it. And then like I remember this look he gave us after he finished it, just stared at us. And just fell. And we all just were like, you know what, man? That's our fucking boy right there.
We'll die for this guy.
Wow.
He died tonight, but he's fucking our boy.
That's amazing.
We used to do it with funnels when people were like on the ground funneling, we'd crack an egg in it.
Yeah.
That's
cool. That's cool. It's funny though.
That's just funny.
Neither have I.
Like
Oh, that's so mean.
my friend who's now my godson's mom, I'm sure he'll be very proud of this, but she used to beer bong Four Locos like to go out.
Yeah.
And then one time she did one too many and just puked red like projectile everywhere, and I've never been able to look at a Four Loko.
Four
the same.
Locos are great for projectile vomiting because they're carbonated. So it's like I
And-
feel like I've seen
and
a
they're
lot
colorful,
of projectile.
And they're so colorful.
I
So
was
it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
so
like a
colorful.
movie.
Like I feel
Yeah.
like, do you remember that time though when like Four Loko videos were that was the only thing that there
Yeah.
was? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it was just. I
It
don't
was
think
one of
it's
the
on
original
Instagram.
like viral
It was,
trends.
yeah, it was like
everyone's
only on Twitter, I think. Like I don't, because Instagram I don't think had video yet. Like,
No,
it was a
definitely
weird.
not.
I
Definitely
just
not.
remember
It was
sitting on
weird.
that bus just filled with blue. And I was like,
Bro, in college,
I was like,
Dude, Keegs was just talking about how like it's good for because it's got the carbonation.
It's carbonated.
I'm such a child that probably 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, I threw up on like a Tuesday night because I drank too much soda.
oh,
I do that all the time.
That's like your mom
Yeah.
back in the day. Like if you drink too much, you're gonna get an upset stomach.
I never drink soda. Just like that night, I was drinking
how
a
much
bunch of
soda
soda.
did you drink?
Yeah,
I was
seriously.
like,
Wasn't it a
He was
2-liter?
slugging 2
I
liters.
was slugging a 2 liter.
Right,
Yeah.
right out of the can.
That's trash.
His girlfriend was like, he was kind of cute. And I was like, you guys should never break
No.
up. And she's like, oh, he was sweet. And I was
You
like,
know-
what?
He's
I
like,
don't know
I
how
think
sweet
he'll
that
throw a
is.
fucking Sprite.
You know what's fucked up? You would
It's
think the
nice.
shower's
Was
a
it
good place.
Sprite?
Yeah.
That's such a weird soda
Sprite's
to
crazy
chug.
to do that.
But
It was
also,
like-
who cares about Sprite? Like, if it were Coke, I feel like you could never have Coke again. Like, I feel like if
Oh, I
I'm
can
throwing
have
up
it all
Coke,
again.
it's like, that
True.
sucks. But throwing up
True.
Sprite, it's like, oh, that just tastes like nothing.
Why have you thrown a Coke before?
Yeah, from like drinking. I used to do like whiskey and
Coca-Cola,
Coke.
John, not
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I know what the
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
we're
you know
talking.
that.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a Sprite Coke
Yes. I was
just
competition.
making sure.
I had to guess what Coke
Yeah,
we were
it's
talking
definitely
about.
from like
Your eyes
mixing
down.
alcohol with Coca-Cola. Like, I no longer mix alcohol with
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
I'm talking just straight soda. There was no alcohol. It was
You were
just
just
soda.
drinking soda?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you were like making like Jack and Coke
No,
or
no,
something.
it was
That's
soda.
sick.
Just
I
sugar
could
water.
feel that though. I've almost done that at the
That's
movie
weird.
theaters where you get like the extra big soda and you're
the
into a movie and you're
popcorn,
just fucking
yeah.
sucking that thing
Yeah.
down.
Slugging
Halfway
it.
through you start burping.
You know
Yeah.
what?
It's like right here.
Yeah,
It's
that's my thing
bad.
with chocolate milkshakes.
But you know
I'll
what's
throw up a
you-
chocolate
what
milkshake so
is-
fast, I drink it really fast.
There's a place you think you could throw up, the shower. Bad place to throw up.
Yeah, because it's chunky
Terrible.
sometimes.
Yeah, you
Why
just
would you
stomp
do
it down the drain.
I always
That's
in
always
college.
like when
In
you're
college, we
hungover.
would all count our because we'd only take shots. We would count them, and we get to 11, you black out pretty much, and we do
course.
black heart,
Right.
and when you
11.
throw it up.
Never before that.
It's always 11. It always stopped at 11.
Yeah.
But with Blackheart, what I drank is you just throw up straight black, and it's in the shower. It's all black every morning.
God.
It's no.
I have a buddy who
scary.
has a
I can't
dog.
get over the fact that he just said stomp it down the drain.
No, that's
a
what you
way-
can do.
It's a way.
Well, you do put like
what
push
you
up
gotta
your
do.
toes, you know?
You have to halves
Great.
it. Go like this.
What are you
I
gonna
got
do?
it, Rose.
What else are you gonna do? Like scoop it out? Nobody's gonna do that. I'm gonna push it down on my
I
big
don't
one.
know,
I've never done it. I've never done it with people, but I've done it with like a dip before. Like I
That's
finished the
disgusting.
dip in the shower and just like I stirred
No,
out.
Why would you be dipping in
Every
the shower?
Thursday.
Because that makes sense.
Oh.
You don't shower without dipping.
Yeah.
That's you get
I do get
fucked
high
up.
before the shower sometimes. That's fine.
Yeah, but that's
So wait,
different.
Frankie,
I'm
what
not
was the
dipping
story
in
you
the
were
shower.
starting 20 minutes ago?
What? Like?
Yeah, sorry, Frankie. Shit.
Oh
The
yeah.
days.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the wine.
Yeah.
Also, I have a buddy who has a dog that has diarrhea right now and knows to go into the shower and take the shit.
That's amazing.
That's a great little trained
What
dog.
kind of dog?
Well,
It's
how
like a
considerate.
Pomeranian dog.
God.
It's like a Pomeranian Siberian.
No.
It's
drink
some
the
sort of
water.
Siberian dog. It's super smart.
You didn't finish the Tate story?
No.
Anyway, real quick story.
So here's Wonderwall.
We were playing. Yeah, right.
That's good,
Oh my
Kayce.
God.
I like
I love how Dave Grohl says, "This is Monkey Wrench and it sounds like this," and then he goes right into the song. I love that.
that. Hysterical.
I don't know
So
why the
good.
way you said. I don't know.
It was casual. It was
Say
the
the
same
fucking
casual.
story. I don't know what you're saying.
Just hear the
anymore.
story.
Fucking guy brought me. So we were at Chambers Bay. We got the whole thing, me and Riggs, and like it was a golf trip, and then we ended up getting it like comped because like we were making a video there. So Taves was like super like appreciative of it. So he came over to my room, and this was at the time where I sort of knew him. He was a New York Islander. I'm a New York Islander fanatic. So the way I'm talking to him is like, oh yeah, like whatever you want to do, you want to be blood brothers, like the whole thing. So he's like, I love wine.
You want me
You
to
love
hide a
wine?
body?
I'm like, yeah, I fucking
Right.
love wine, man. I have a wine cellar in my fucking house. Like making up lies, the whole thing. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna get this kid some fucking nice wine. So he lives in British Columbia, yep, BC, and he went to like some family-owned winery that you can't order it online. It was like the whole thing. Knocks on my hotel door and goes, I brought you these 2 bottles of wine, like as I'm so appreciative of this. Like crush these at home with like whatever your family. Now what he didn't know was I was going from there to Boston for the Stanley Cup Finals against the Blues, and then from Boston to St. Louis, we were nonstop traveling. So I have these 2 bottles of wine, a little bag, and a golf bag. I had no idea how to take it home. And I wasn't a wine drinker. I hated wine at the time. I lied to him for months. So I have these 2 bottles of wine, and what I did was I left them at the hotel room, right? Because I just didn't know what else to do. I told the lady at the front desk, I have 2 bottles of wine in my room. If you guys can somehow ship it to me, great.
Yeah,
If
because that's
not-
how it works.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like, what?
Ship the shit
They're like,
I don't
just
overdrink
can you
it.
I
get
said,
that
where
to
were
me?
you staying?
I tried.
The Ritz? For Christ's
I was
sake.
about to be late for my flight. I was just like, fuck it. So I was like, he'll never, who cares? He just gave me the bottle of wine. What I didn't realize was that for the next 6 or 7 months, every week or so, he would text me, how was that wine? And my first initial mistake was I said, I just haven't cracked it open yet, but I have it. I told him like I'm gonna have it.
course.
So then
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
whatever. I was like,
Thank
dude,
you.
I haven't drank it yet, but I'm gonna watch a movie one night, and we're gonna have. He goes, oh, awesome. A week goes by. Did you have that wine? I said, are you fucking kidding me? This guy's a professional. He's a professional athlete, and he's asking me about. So I was like, no, man, like still waiting for that moment, like waiting for the fucking breeze to hit me right. A week goes by, bro. How's that wine? I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You're really invested in this
Right.
wine.
Went
Like,
on
there's
for
something
6
more to the
months.
wine.
Finally, I sat him down. We went to a restaurant, and I'm like, bro, for the last 6 months, I've been telling you that at some point I'm gonna drink this wine. I want you to know that it was never in my possession from the beginning. Dude, we would draft up responses
That's
to him.
fucking funny.
In
That
this
is funny.
office, and we'd be like, what do we say to him? And then KFC would be like, you still haven't told him?
No.
Wait,
Like,
is
we're too
this-
far
it was-
gone now.
we
And
had
I would at
writing.
some point being like, dude, by the way,
Wait, how long ago was this?
it was like,
Was like your first
a
time,
year and a
like-
half ago.
It was like when you first, like, it was pretty cool. It was like you were so like
Yes.
happy to hang out with
Yes,
him.
it was like 2 years ago.
yeah. Okay.
No, it wasn't that
I
long.
was-
He was in this office.
We've been
There
here.
was 100 in this
Year and a
office.
half.
when it-
Semantics.
When it
Whatever.
first happened, it was like almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
It
Oh,
fucking
see.
went on for a year.
We've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
here for almost 2 years now.
No, I like
Yeah.
that, Frank. I would do the same shit.
We moved-
You
Oh,
have
I
to do that.
would lie.
I would never
The
sat
only
him
thing I'd
down.
probably difference is I probably would have told him the truth.
I would have bought
I would-
those
Yeah, I would never
bottles.
have told the
I was-
truth.
that
I
wine
would
was
have
fucking
researched
delicious.
it, like figured it out, made up a whole fucking.
Yeah.
I would have
So
bought.
then-
You gotta buy the
Show how
bottle.
nice
Never
this
quit the
fucking
lie.
guy is. We're at an Islander game towards the end of the season, and the nicest Canadian couple comes up to me, older Canadian couple. It's his dad and mom, and the dad goes, "Oh, like Devon told me the whole story, and I went to the winery and got you 2 new bottles." And they gave me
Wow.
2 more
I
bottles.
would have
How
cracked
were
it over
they?
your head.
How were they?
I would
It
have
was
smashed it over your
It was
head.
incredible. They were like $80 bottles of wine. They were nice bottles of wine.
And how upset are you now
Have
that
it,
you
yeah.
just left those 2 at the
I
hotel?
drank them that night.
Very
I was
good.
fucking wasted.
Of course, yeah.
I fucking just.
See, that's a problem. No, so that's a problem.
drinking this shit.
if you were already wasted, that's kind of a little bit of a waste because
Yeah.
you can't really appreciate that.
No,
I
he got
drank the
wasted
shit
off
out
the
of
wine.
No, you were saying he was wasted already from the
Oh,
game.
shit.
No, when I
Oh.
drank them, I drank the
Oh,
shit.
well,
When I
then that's
started,
great.
Yeah,
it's
no,
about-
good wine. he gets.
Fantastic.
I
So
also,
now
I
actually
don't want
little
it to
things
go.
going.
I don't want it to go under the radar. That Canadian accent was very good.
It was nice.
It was good. I didn't want it to
Good
go
catch.
unnoticed.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Now a little wrinkle in this story is I bought him a bottle of wine and he's never once told me if he's drank it yet. I should
Well,
ask him if he
no,
drank it.
you
Ask
have.
him
Just
every
need a reminder.
day.
Hey,
Every
Frankie,
day.
You gotta
Frankie.
call.
Yo, bro,
Call
how's
him
that?
up right now.
Frankie, you need a weekly reminder text to ask about the wine.
Yes.
You have to.
When did you give it to him?
It was
2 years ago.
it was like a year. It was like after he gave me the wine. It was like last year. I gave him a nice bottle of Jim Nance winery wines, and I
wow.
said drink this during the Masters. I thought it was a whole little thing. The Masters came and gone this year. I didn't get a fucking text.
Yo, bro,
Wow.
how's that?
I was-
How's that wine?
I was
It's time to
completely
follow
unaware
up.
until you told me today that Jim Nance has his own wine, which is very
I said, yo, how was that Jim Nance wine? Let's fucking get this thing going.
Yeah. How was
And
Yeah.
he says haven't had it yet, you know he's fucking with me.
He's lying. He lost it.
Waiting
He
for a
forgot
special
about it.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Stag is delicious.
Yeah,
Very
this is
good.
really
It is
good.
good.
gotta
I
be
never
chill
really
like
know
this.
how
I like
what to
that.
expect with things. And it's actually when like an
Wait, hold on.
advertiser's product is like really good, it's the best. Because
This
sometimes
is
you're like,
nice. Yeah.
this is
Nice
easy to
Nice
sell.
legs.
Fuck it
Nice
up.
legs.
Come
That's what that's
on,
called.
you don't
nice
like
like
legs.
legs.
Oh yeah?
Also,
It has
real
nice
nice.
You
legs.
don't talk about
Well, I didn't know
legs.
that was called, but yeah, it does have
Yes.
nice legs.
That's what it's called. Kelly, help me out.
No, you're right.
I know,
Whatever,
but
yeah,
like,
whenever
I'm
it
with
comes
you.
out, it has
It's
nice
just
legs.
fucking drink it. you
Whenever
know?
you take a sip and then it drips down.
Oh yes, that is
When
true.
people
She's
at
not
like the
lying.
dinner table bring over like the sommelier, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
That's
I will
me.
say, no,
That's
so,
literally
Frankie,
me, Frankie. You know this. I
What's
pretend like I know
Somalia?
what I'm talking about all
Oh,
the
see,
time.
he's just a better person than me. He goes, it was dynamite. I bought 2 other bottles because it was that much.
Wow.
It was that
He's
He's way too
lying.
nice.
There's
He's a
no
better
way.
person.
Way
No,
too
I
nice.
100%
You're a
believe that.
scumbag.
I actually do too.
He's a
You're
better
an
person.
absolute
He's a nice
scumbag.
guy.
Devin
You feel like
Taze
shit now?
is an absolute angel.
Frankie might have my favorite facial expressions of anybody.
You do. They're really
Is that me
good.
being fat? Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Do not bring that
Really, really
vibrator over here.
Bring it over. I want to bring it. Yeah, bring it over.
Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
I'll teach him.
Give Frankie a demonstration.
I'll conduct a class.
Never mind, Keegs has got it.
Yeah, I was like, I
you
will
want it?
conduct a class. Sure.
Oh God.
I'm interested anyway. Thank you.
Does it work?
Oh, this is okay. So
What
I
do you
have
think
a
about that?
similar. And the one that I have is a little more intimidating.
I don't know how to not be awkward during this.
Frankie goes, what do you
It's like
think about
this.
that?
It's like this big. The one that I have is like this big, and it also has like
Wow.
rotating beads
got
on
a
the
hammer?
inside. No, it's a lot. It's a
color?
special occasion situation. It's purple as well, but it has like a see-through middle with like beads that roll around. It's fucking weird, but it does have a rabbit on it as well. This is like the PG version of the one that I have. So when you said before, like, oh, I can plug it in.
You got OG
this is a
Mudbones?
new fancy. This is a new fancy version. The one I have is batteries, and I don't know. This is, I think,
Why are you
very
holding it
nice.
up against your hand like
I
that?
like how it's
Because that's how
That's how
beauty
they
influences
measure.
do it. So I figured if beauty influences.
Okay.
Beauty
So now
influencers
you-
do vibrators or just
Oh
like
no,
a
they're
product?
products. They
The
just
product.
hold.
I
It's
see.
like when you walk into the
so
mall and they
focus
show you
comes
the,
through.
and then they spray it.
Yeah.
I hate that
But
shit.
it seems to be
Yeah,
good.
that
Let's
is,
see.
no, it is bullshit.
Well, it's
Frankie.
That might be one of the worst
There's
jobs
superb
going.
when,
She's
when he
not.
does that.
Oh, it won't turn on.
He pushes
No,
it.
it's not charged.
No, it won't
It's
turn
been
on.
charging for an hour.
This is
It's a
graphic,
phone.
huh? Graphic, like a real specific.
It won't turn on though.
It's,
It's
I mean,
real
it's definitely a specific dick
right,
pic,
like it's
'cause
just really
if
specific.
if it's going like that, it's.
It's a very realistic
It's an
vibrator, like I
uncircumcised
feel.
dickhead.
I would wear that as a shirt. The little penis as a.
You would wear
The
what as
rabbit
a
part?
shirt?
The
Put
rabbit
that on
part?
a shirt. Yeah, it's nice.
John, I don't know about all
I mean,
that.
it's like
Post
a
your
it
face.
looks like-
Yeah, it was.
I was like,
As soon as I
and
did
you
it, I was
paused
like,
that
all right,
way. I was
I'm really
like,
staring down the business end of it.
change it. Change that
It just
position.
won't. I mean, it's just an unchargeable
Yeah, it's just a
vibrator.
broken
see it one more time.
vibrator.
Broken.
Marty,
Unfortunately.
this goes inside your vagina, right? This goes on top, and this vibrates as well.
You're
so
just
it's like
trusting 2 random fingers that you have no
on your
idea what's
clit.
going on.
Yeah.
So waggle
on your
around.
clit, they go zzz,
So
zzz, it
waggle
feels
around.
nice.
Oh, I hate that I'm sitting.
You guys are
next to
missing
this.
out.
That's got
So wherever this is from, like what
It's
an
from
advertisement.
Frankie. Frankie had it.
Tommy smokes.
What an advertisement for them. I mean, I'm holding on to it. Don't leave it around me because I will steal it. Like, you know.
Anyway.
I mean, Frankie's gonna take it home because he's so curious about it.
I know he
the
is.
butthole?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
was.
That's what.
I
when-
thought
when-
maybe your
yeah.
girlfriend would go like,
when
sure.
the first time
Yeah,
I saw
sure.
a rabbit, I thought that's what that was. I didn't
Yes.
know. I thought this would go in the butt.
Keegs
And
goes,
then-
yeah,
you-
for
I know
your,
you
for your girlfriend, he goes, no, me.
I said for sure. Like, damn, okay.
Vibrators?
I would imagine, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Do guys use vibrators?
In their ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
I don't know if they like own them though. Like
Okay.
I feel like it's more so. Well, I guess if they're with somebody who has a vibrator. Like I.
Yeah, no, for sure.
How about them
use my
Yankees? They
vibrator.
signed Ginger the Man.
Yeah.
Big signing today.
Yep.
How have we gotten this far without talking about Armie Hammer?
We
I
tried a
did
few
transition
times.
now.
We
That was
like,
the first topic
We
he
did.
brought up.
we touched on. Well, I brought it up to set up the Darren Rovell.
But Kelly wants to be actually eaten by Armie Hammer, not eaten out, eaten.
Well,
Okay.
I understood. I think everyone in the
Wait,
world
I
knows
want-
if
no,
we're
no,
Armie
I'm
Hammer,
sorry.
we're not talking
But-
pussy anymore.
You're actually wrong about that. I do want to be eaten out
Both,
by Armie.
but both.
I don't want that. Yeah, I don't
But
want
then
that to.
actually eat.
So here's my
6'5" and
official
there's
stance.
2 of me.
Where is the vibrator?
Excuse me, 6'5", 220.
Yeah, and there's 2 of me. There's 2 of me. You think I don't play that on repeat in my head every night? You guys are
Purposely ignoring
crack.
I just didn't know which one you had. I knew his was empty. You know what you have?
You think she had the cab too? Well,
is-
now she's good
How
to
do
go
you get
now.
rid of the lips?
I can't.
You put Vaseline
I
on
get
it?
yelled
Yeah, you
at
gotta
all the
look
time.
Prior
Or
to
Frankie,
drinking?
you just kind of just every
Own
once in a
it?
while just wipe your.
I do. I got bad
I wipe my lips
lips,
in the
boy.
bathroom.
I'm gonna be purple all day.
Yeah.
I get home.
I want more though, because you're just
Whoa! No!
Not the sweater!
You know that hurts him bad.
Not the
Bad.
sweater! Get a napkin! What are we doing? Get to the soda!
Close
Get the soda! No, it's not!
Let me get the straw.
Hand!
I don't know if we have any.
Hand the napkin over!
I got on his shirt. You got
Oh, no.
Oh, Connor.
Of all the people,
Oh,
too.
I'm so sorry.
How much is that outfit?
Fights. Get the sponge. Why don't you get the sponge?
We'll be all right.
Closer to the kitchen.
Club soda, you'll be all
I'll
right.
take you to the dry cleaners. I'll survive. It's just wine.
Deep down, you want
Red
to
wine
punch
comes
yourself
out,
in the
don't worry.
I
face.
also don't know what this is, but I hope it's not important.
I
He's so mad right now. It's crazy.
Oh, he wants to
Get that
lose his
soda.
mind right now.
My sister
Actually.
tweeted out.
Club soda and salt.
Cons, you want
No,
some
and baking soda.
And baking soda.
That was unfortunate.
That
Whose fault
was.
was
What a spill.
No, it was my own fault.
I'm very sorry.
I slid it across the bar, and I didn't see that lip right there, and it just went down and back, and
The slip, yeah.
that's what you got to be
Seems to
careful of
full
when you're
these
drinking red
guys.
wine.
I gotta go pee-pee soon.
Just make sure you take your mic off.
Frankie's like a child at the dinner
Because
table.
he's, like, blacked
You can
out.
just say, excuse me.
Please.
I gotta go pee-pee.
Frankie, I said the same thing.
I asked this question. Wine, does it change your feces, the color?
Darker?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Wait,
First
but
night-
black?
Yes.
First night I really crushed
That's no
wine.
vegetables.
No, first night I really crushed wine.
No,
I
it
went to the
does.
bathroom. I actually looked at the toilet paper and I was like, this is a problem.
I
Black?
hate it, but like
It's
just
true.
I want to move on from this immediately. But yes, you're not wrong. Move on immediately. Immediately. I never
You
want to
got
talk about
problems
this again.
splattering?
Kill me.
Oh,
No, Marty, I just said it. I already said we're
No,
moving
it,
on.
just, it changes the color.
We're
Oh,
moving
you
on.
know it's
Armie Hammer.
When it
Actually, though, wait.
splashes back.
Kevin did text me. He sent me an article in the middle of this. Oh, hush went over the room, and I said Kevin texted me. I loved that power.
I mean, Nick just came over the God speakers and said, Armie Hammer.
Okay.
Oh, did
I
he?
thought I did hear
You know
that.
what I'm sick of? I'm sick of actors getting put on this pedestal. Because guess what? Clearly, Armie Hammer is just a freaking weirdo, and we need to treat him as such.
Whoa!
Stop
Put that
shouting.
I'll say it.
Cons.
I'll say it.
Screaming.
Put me in a room with Armie Hammer, I got no problem coming out.
All right? Yeah.
I'm alive.
Oh, I think
Oh, okay.
that.
I was like,
no,
I
I'm
was gonna
coming
say,
out
I think a
alive.
lot of guys agree with you
Put
on
me in a
that
room with
one.
Armie Hammer, I'm coming out.
Okay.
He's not.
You would fuck him?
No. I'm saying,
Bad choice
I don't
of
care
words.
how big he is.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He had it going.
Yeah, he's just doing it to himself.
What?
Cons are gone, and he has a stain on his cardigan.
I don't care
As
how
I
big he is.
was
I'm
saying-
thrilled.
I can still get out of that.
Oh, Christ.
As I was saying, it's hard
It's hard.
to think that Armie Hammer is
gotta
not
go
a
pee-pee.
sexy man. It's very hard to
Objectively,
think
he's
that he's
very
not a sexy
attractive,
man.
yes.
He is.
But he's clearly
And
a
all
weirdo.
week, yeah, all week I've been like, yeah, whatever, he's a freak. Like, I love it. And now it's like, okay, well, people might be, abused and shit. So
Right.
the jokes aren't funny
That's
anymore.
true.
Right.
That's a good
However,
point. Good point.
The latest has come out today. Kevin sent me this article specifically. Armie Hammer's alleged secret Instagram has lingerie-clad women and drug tests, which I did
Yes.
happen to see right before we got here.
Yes.
What is the drug test?
It's he's talking about how he's taking some sort of psychedelic drug that doesn't show up on his drug test that he has to take to like prove that he can chill with his kids. Like he's like, if it's like EMT or ENT.
Armie,
like,
that's
it's a
a
weird
lot.
And then he would
shit
like,
I don't know. So
And then
I'm like,
he
I don't know
wasn't
what that
like
is.
he would like chain these girls up and
So
like
he
vacation.
was in the Cayman Islands, okay? He had a
Yes.
fake Instagram account. He's in the Cayman Islands, and he's doing this whole video. It's like sorry, I keep standing up. I don't know why. He keeps like touring the room. He's like, this is the bathroom, like this is the closet, and then he pans to go over towards the balcony, and on the bed, like he pans past it, and this girl is like on, doggy, like tied up with like some lingerie bullshit on, and he's like, oh yeah, whatever, blah blah blah, and it's honestly funny. But then the girl apparently was like, I don't know,
Like she didn't want to be
all
doing
kinds
it.
of shit.
Right.
Yeah, there's like way
Wait.
more shit about it.
Like he had her
and
like
it was
chained down against her
bad.
will.
It like
Wait,
ruined
so
her.
he kidnapped a person?
It like ruined her
Clearly.
reputation.
Yeah.
No, he
No.
doesn't abide by like safe words. Like he'll set up this contract
Rape.
with them.
That's
right.
rape.
Right. He'll set up these contracts, and it's now coming. All these
Oh,
girls are coming out
his
being like,
safe word
yes.
is just, it's just
He
yes.
violates.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah, that's the word. He violates the safe words in the contract.
He
Yes,
violates
people
the
keep
word
saying.
no.
So that's what
Got
makes
it.
him so bad, which I'm
Yeah.
not down
That's
for that.
literally
I'm
No,
not
we're
down
not-
for,
we're not down for that.
I'm not down for
Scumbag.
him abusing
It's
See,
I mean,
this
it's
is
a hard
why
R
you don't
word. If we-
involve-
It's a hard. It
I
is a
violate the word no.
They're literally all accusing him of rape. And then, so the one girl, that House of Effie girl who keeps like exposing all this shit, she's the one who started this off before we saw the fake Instagram. She posted a bunch of shit about like
Can I ask
these
another question?
emails she was sending him being like, you raped me. This is back in like
Ooh.
May of this year. Being like, you raped me, take accountability, whatever. Like, and I guess I didn't see responses from him, but she like heavily details him ignoring the like contract that they had or whatever. It's getting
Well, it's because it's
bad.
the CNC
Right.
that then becomes NC.
This is
Exactly,
why you don't
yeah.
I have
live
a
in this
question.
life.
Aside from Social Network, has he done any movie that's
Call
good?
Me by Your Name.
He was in
It's
Desperate
fantastic.
Housewives.
As is Rebecca.
Yeah.
He was
the
in
movie on
Desperate
Netflix.
Housewives.
I heard Call Me by Your Name is very good. Keegs is the one who told me. And then I think I heard The Man from U.N.C.L.E. is pretty good, but I didn't. I tried to
But
watch
the
it.
movie-
but I-
answer is no.
movie
Yeah,
Rebecca.
the answer is no.
Yeah.
No,
I think.
you're lying. The movie Rebecca is also good, but he
But
always
like from
plays
a mainstream.
He always plays. Well, Call Me by Your Name is an Oscar-winning movie, so I don't know why people keep saying it's not mainstream. Not,
Well,
no
what
offense to you,
Oscar did
Casey.
it?
No, no, no,
Other
no,
people,
honestly, that's
other
what
people
I-
keep
Oscar-
saying it all
what
week.
I
Oscar
never
did it
heard of
win?
It was nominated several. I think Timothy won.
I just never heard of it.
Armie was
before.
nominated.
I
for
can't
sure.
watch anything with Timothy Chalamet because I know John wants to fuck him and it freaks me out.
Well,
That's
it's
not
like good because
true.
Timothy's in it.
Yes,
It's
it
a
is
very,
true.
very good movie, and it sucks now that Armie like is creepy. But
my
in
point
all the
being,
roles he plays,
my
he
point
plays
being,
a
we can
dominant
cancel Armie
person.
Hammer. We're not losing anything.
No, I'm checking his
I'm
filmography
losing
right now.
something huge.
Wait, what?
The Lone Ranger.
Literally and
Yeah, that was terrible.
No, I've never really heard any.
Kelly,
of
you
that.
were a Desperate Housewives person.
He's a guy who
He was
very
Mike
much
Struggle.
benefits
Yes,
from
yes.
his name being Armie Hammer.
Yes.
If his name wasn't fucking Armie Hammer,
his name
you'd
was-
probably be like, oh, that guy from the Social Network.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard
yeah.
of him. But Armie Hammer is
Right.
I mean,
But
Armie
also,
Hammer's a
okay,
great
so
name.
so then to your argument,
His
he
brother
had a
David
cameo.
has been going through some shit this week.
Hey, Frankie!
The,
That was so bad. That was so bad.
Frankie was so
But
excited.
my question I was going to ask,
Oh, yeah.
the Finstas. I thought the point of having a Finsta is so no one knows it's you.
No, they know it's you.
No.
You can have
Finsta
a
is
Finsta.
like-
People do this with Finstas. They'll get a Finsta and they'll be like, it's just me and my friends. And then they like are like, oh, you can follow my Finsta. You can follow my
Yes.
Finsta. And then all of a sudden it's like basically just second Instagram account.
I feel like,
it's
all
almost
of
like
them
a close
name it
friends
like
story.
I hate Marty Mush is my Finsta. Like that's like they're like I hate.
That's your Finsta?
I don't have a Finsta.
Oh, I
that's
see.
what
If you
people
did, it
do.
would be
It's like
that.
oh I hate that like just making fun of yourself, but it's really what you want to post.
But then like,
yeah.
what do you post on? You just post.
What you
I have
actually want to.
it's like a exact like
Instead of, like,
one
saying,
generation.
Yeah, but
Oh,
don't
I'm
you
all
give it away
good.
that it's you if
I'm
you start
here,
posting
great.
certain
I
things?
see. I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Well,
I
it's
get
it's a
it.
private
Yeah.
Finsta's
Instagram,
the
like
most
it's
millennial
private
one.
normally, so
Yeah,
you can't
it is.
like you have to accept
Finsta,
followers.
Finsta.
so-
Well,
Like-
you guys,
I've always thought of Finsta as like it's there to like go motherfuck people.
Like
I
to
don't
be
know.
troll.
Yeah.
Like to be a
and then
troll.
it's
That's
you.
like
Like
you
a
can
burner.
do it like that.
Right,
Yeah, like a
but-
burner, same thing. But a Finsta that
I don't
there's, like,
understand
the
in
crew
general.
below us, like the younger people, all have like a lot of people have Finstas that way, and they they post photos like just for their friend group, and it's them like getting fucked up and like doing coke and stuff, and it's like it's funny.
That's the way I use
would like it.
Snapchat,
but I'm too
like
old.
or like whenever I was.
It's basically
Yeah, like
Snapchat, but
Doing
it's on
coke and
Instagram.
stuff?
No, well. When I was working for ESPN and like they wouldn't let you post anything,
Yeah.
like I would only allow my friends to follow me on Snapchat, and then I would actually post what I was really doing.
Exactly.
So now Finsta is the
It's
new.
the same exact
okay.
thing.
I was
Now
gonna
we
say,
work
I
here.
don't understand in general people who are mean to strangers on social media. I don't understand. There's got to be a
Wait,
psychologist.
what do you mean?
That's
What-
nice.
We all are.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, you know what I mean?
We
Like,
say it with our names.
no.
I
I'm
just-
saying,
no,
like, I don't
fuck
understand
John Morant.
what
Just
is
say
the chemical release in your
No,
brain
I
that says like,
understand
oh, Kayce sucks. Like, how does that make me as Joe Blow 143 feel good about
It's a
myself?
power
Because
thing. It's like,
it's-
haha, like I
It is-
it's
it's a-
tasty.
it's a
It's
power
so
thing.
stupid.
I
Trying to make
Jealousy.
them as like miserable as you
Right,
are.
for sure.
Yeah.
I've said that
I honestly
before.
think it
Is
makes
that like
sense.
I think we have like our generation is the most experimented on, where it was like medicines as kids. We're like, we'll try this on them. Like I don't know, see what happens. And I think this is our biggest experiment ever. We're like when we get to be 50, 55, 60, and they're like, your brain is a fucking mess.
It's a
Because
freaking
of-
cesspool.
Yeah, because of everything you dealt
horrible.
with on
Yeah,
social
we have no
media.
idea what this does to us.
Yeah,
No, it's
like,
right. It's
hasn't
horrible.
been-
It's
I
fucking
did today.
crazy.
I
No,
actually
exactly,
posted
right.
I also
some kid's
do.
DM on
I feel like
Instagram
it's a thing
today,
that
and he
people
deleted
think-
his Instagram after.
What?
Wait,
What
He
is that?
like some kid DM me like burn in hell, all this stuff. I thought it was like funny to me. Like some people do like don't take that well.
Right.
I don't give a shit, but I posted it. He deleted his Instagram after.
Oh no!
You know what I
And
think
it's
that
like, I'm
Yeah,
so
because
also-
they just
sorry.
made a new one. He's gonna DM you. again.
People
No,
think,
he's like,
though,
I'm
that
so
they-
sorry. Please don't do
That's-
that.
these
These
I-
commenters, they
best.
think that
the
they'll
best.
that you'll never see it. Like I think that we're first of all, everybody takes them too seriously. One, two. I think that like they see or they'll comment on something, they'll say something, and to them it's like a throwaway thing, being like, oh, they're so like
They're not gonna
It's
read
they'll
it.
very
never
funny.
fucking see that. They'll never. They get so many replies, so many this. They'll never see it. They're too busy for that. But like, fuck you. Like it's like a passive aggressive win for them.
Yeah.
And then you do fucking see it because it's actually not that busy, and like it's really easy to look at my mentions. So that's
I
feel,
love whenever you see that and then you like either respond to them or you put them on blast and they be
Yep.
like, I'm so sorry, I didn't
Immediately.
think you were gonna see that, and I'm like, but you still said it.
Right,
You
like,
still
so
wanted
why
to
do
say
you-
it.
right.
This
The new
is why.
with the Barstool Fund right now, it's I've had a couple recently where they'll like talk shit in my DMs. Like I never look at like the other DMs on Instagram,
No,
but if
no,
I'm
you
bored,
can't.
like I might search through them,
Sure.
and they'll talk shit, and I'll be like, I'll respond, and they'll say, hey, while I have your attention, can you take a look at my
Always.
restaurant? And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Literally
Like,
always.
this is what you thought was
This
gonna
is
work.
why this brain is so fucking smart.
Steel trap.
I tweet, put it down, I gamble, and look up conspiracy theories. That's my night. I looked up, do you know how long I spent on Sky Ice last night?
Oh no, we're not doing
What's-
Sky Ice.
what's
We're
that?
saving Sky Ice.
What's
We
Sky
will.
Ice?
I'll explain it
Yeah, I was
on
like,
a
Sky Ice
thing. I
sounds
mean, like
fascinating.
I
Were you high?
all I do every night is gamble and then talk to Terrence Ross about what next conspiracy theory I could deep
What
dive
is
into.
Sky Ice?
It's awesome.
Okay, I'll wait.
It's more fun than reading shit.
I might ask you, Marty. Next week we have our C episode of our podcast plug, but one of the C's is conspiracies. I might pick your
Anything
brain
you
for
need.
that.
Oh,
Denver.
Marty's-
Yeah,
Marty's-
Marty, expert.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, I might
am-
need it. I might need it because I
Every
feel
night.
behind on my
What is
conspiracies.
that?
Like once
awesome.
9/11, I
Because
kind
we
of
got
fell
a
off.
high
You know?
podcast?
Fantastic.
What's that?
Because we got high? What's this nipple color thing?
Oh, you want to talk about it?
Yeah,
I
actually,
thought it was
I-
interesting. I literally
That's
saw
what-
the social
I haven't-
post.
I
I'm
haven't
like,
seen
That's
it.
a
I wanna
random.
hear it.
It's a random fact that I sometimes will bring like random facts. Like we'll talk about random things, and then I just bring a random fact. And one of the facts was that your nipple color is supposedly a really good lip color if you were to buy a lipstick. Like your
No
whatever your
shit.
nipple color is, it like looks good on your lips. Yeah, which is true fact. And
Oh, it
it's
is?
like a true fact.
Oh, fuck
It's
you,
a true
though.
fact. It's a true fact. It really is. But so we were laughing because
makes
we were like,
sense.
oh, that's so weird. But then we start talking about like nipple color.
So like
and
you
the
like
whole
walk
thing, so.
into Sephora and you
Yeah.
just like pop a tit out, like almost
Like,
like a
I
Home
might-
Depot
I
when you
might-
bring a chip of paint and you're like,
Yeah,
can you
yeah,
make
yeah.
this exact thing for me?
Literally, right? Like I feel like that might
Like,
be
if
a
I walked
thing.
in and like was talking to somebody like,
Yeah, and be
I
like,
need a lip
listen,
color, she'd be like,
just
hey,
the
this
top,
is
the
it.
top,
Yeah, yeah,
top
yeah.
half
Do
of the
girls
areola.
go in the
That's not weird.
bathroom and all show their nipples
Yes.
to each other?
So
Because
yes,
we
but I don't. But I don't often.
experienced something recently. I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, do people do that?
No, girls show each other their tits in the
What
They
bathroom.
definitely do. I don't know if I like go to the
It's
bathroom
just-
to do
Wait a
that. I
minute.
think if like somebody's wearing a
What does it
romper or
mean?
something and like your nipples come out, then if the
Well,
topic
there's a
of
difference
nipples
between a
comes
nipple
up.
coming out and a
no,
nipple
I'll show
coming
my
out.
tits.
If
in
the
the
We're all
topic
gonna
of
show.
no, 100%. But if a topic of nipples comes up, yes, I'll show my
Yes.
nipples. But I'm not going in being like, let's all
Right,
let's
yes.
crowd
It
around and
has
show our
to be-
nipples now that
it
we're in the
has to be
bathroom.
content.
Thank
So
God
are
the
we
guys are
looking at
gone.
lipstick color now? Is
Wait,
just
hold on.
to picture
What the
nipples?
fuck are you talking
Well, so now,
No,
unfortunately,
it's a
that's gonna happen.
hypothetical.
That happened to us while we were recording the podcast.
Hypothetical.
Brianna was talking about it, and I was
were
like, I
wrong
can't
with
look at
you
you now because like all I can think about is like your nipples. But yeah,
Did I black out?
I don't know. It was at my apartment. You probably.
Oh, I blacked out.
It's fine.
The
Makes sense,
what was
kind
it? So, I thought you were asking in general what color nipples, and I was
No.
immediately like pink. I was like, wait, actually, I don't know. I guess it's like
Oh,
kind
so
of.
John, did our clickbait work and we got you thinking?
I-
and
yeah,
listening and
awesome.
subscribing?
Wait,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
One
how
of the
weird.
comments was like, nipple color is just nipple color. Like, how are you supposed to describe what a nipple color is?
Everybody's
No,
nipples
I
are
got-
There's
different.
so
No,
many
there's
different nipple
different-
So many
colors.
different
It is-
colors.
it is
Some are
definitely.
pink, some are darker.
There's
I
like
have
the
a girlfriend
pinkish
that has like
brown.
straight brown.
I have
Yeah.
uneven nipples.
I have someone with like
There's that.
clear nipples. Like the only thing you can
Yes.
see is like the very middle.
Yeah.
That's ones.
That's
Those
weird.
ones are weird.
Those are weird.
I've seen
Well,
those.
Those are called
They're not
ghost
weird. They're not
nipples,
weird.
and
We
there's
don't
a
see
section
nipples.
No, I'm
However,
shaming the clear
You-
ones.
What?
I don't care.
Pink
Ghost
nipples are
nipples.
They're called ghost nipples.
And there's a section on Reddit.
Well, I know Frankie.
Oh, so that's what I'm talking about.
Frankie's got it.
Frankie, I'm talking about ghost
down
nipples.
there.
That's what I've
Ghost
seen, where
nipples,
they're
yeah.
literally, they look like nothing until the very
Yeah,
middle, and it's
ghost
like, what's
nipples,
that?
So
Yeah.
there's just no areola at all.
No, nothing.
Basically, no, yeah. It's weird. It's almost like albino people have ghost nipples.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. Yeah, it's weird.
No, there are
I was
many
in a weird
different
spot when I
shades
was
of
looking up
nipples.
nipples.
Many different shades.
Yeah, I know.
You got some hang bags, you got some pepperonis, you got kisses, you got all of them.
You're talking
Hang
boob
back.
shape now, not nipple.
Yeah, we're
No.
talking about color.
They don't hang back nipples.
Yes, there are. They're
Yes,
called
there are.
There are
natural
hang
Have you ever
bags.
seen?
No, that's a titty.
Have you ever
that's
seen?
hanging.
No,
No,
the nipple will
nipple
come
No,
out
hang.
the
like-
nipple is
John,
low.
I will.
He's right.
There are
he's
nipples
right.
that hang.
Show me.
There are nipples
They're
that
called
hang.
I don't
National
have
Well, I
Geographic.
don't mean take your shirt off.
Something
You
you
fucking
would
pull out
see.
your phone.
They look like
I'll
toes.
show you hanging
You've
nipples.
seen, John. They
Don't.
look like toes.
Oh, they're like
you know,
tassels.
Can we not?
like fingers.
I'll
You
show you
know
hanging
them.
nipples.
If you've ever seen a
Can we
National
just
Geographic
not?
I
magazine,
need
By
to
the
go.
way,
Well,
I
I've
see
seen that.
How long have we
but,
been
like,
on this?
How much does it
I'm
change
gonna type
the
in
taste
long
when
nipples.
it's different temperature?
Yeah, the third glass wasn't as good as the first two
Casey's
because I
looking
like
at
it
porn
chill.
now.
You like it chilled?
John, here.
Just a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you also type in long nipples? It looks like the same thing.
I put
These
hanging
are
nipples.
just fake nipples.
No,
they
those are
ain't.
real.
John,
They're
they're
not.
real.
I have a girlfriend with hanging nipples.
These are pregnant. This is a bunch
Yeah.
of pregnant women.
Whoa,
they're
this
tough.
lady's nipples are
Yes.
nuts. They're like really big.
Yeah. I saw that picture.
Now we're just doing porn.
Yeah, those are just pregnant people.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. I have a girlfriend who has hanging nipples who is very much not pregnant.
I need to go.
She probably will send us a photo.
Does she dry her clothes from it?
I'll ask her. Just maybe send us
These
a
nipples
photo.
look like that. Looks
Walks
like
around the apartment.
It gets cold out, the fucking thighs are
didn't
cropping
ask.
out. 'cause
I
they're all the way
didn't
down there.
ask to like, can I show you these nipples?
I
going
had a
home.
kid who in high school.
You
He
can't go
was
home
he was
without-
actually
he has to have another glass of wine or he's gonna go home.
he was actually
fun.
an African
fun.
prince, and he said he
That's
knew
cool.
Of
he
course
said
he
he
was.
knew a kid in
Obviously.
his town. And I'm sure I want to address this real quick. I'm sure he was lying. I'm sure it was like an urban
sure
legend or
was.
whatever.
Yeah.
But he is such a big dick that if he got hard, he'd pass out because he
No,
never,
that's a thing.
didn't have enough blood
I
going
feel
to
like
his head.
there was a guy in my town.
That's
that
how
was
that
saying
lady's nipples looks like.
Wait, who
If
are we
she gets
talking
cold and her nipples come out, like
It
she
fills
just,
it up like
she
a
passes
vial of
out.
blood.
So-
Yeah.
I had a guy
Who
who
are we talking
played.
about?
all the
a
blood
kid.
rushes.
A guy who
I honestly
played.
don't remember his name. He wasn't like a close
I
friend.
played volleyball with. He had to tape his rat down to his leg because when he jumped, it would be flying around. It's like the
That's
claw
wild.
things
That's-
like
What
this,
kind of
yeah.
tape? What kind of tape?
Yeah.
Well,
What kind of
I had to tape it a couple times.
So what kind of
I
tape did
don't
you
know.
use?
Duct
Duct
I don't know
tape?
what
I
tape
have
Scotch
you
to
use.
tape?
you know the little things that you peel off and then you stick something on the wall for
Yeah.
the wires. That's what I would have to do.
I thought you were gonna say like a butterfly stitch.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm just saying, like the fact that this dude's
The opening's that big.
the fact that this dude's taping a fucking, he's taking medical tape and wrapping it around.
He's covering up with
He's gonna
his
get-
hand.
he got his ankles taped.
Fucking eats thumbtack.
Yeah, it's like that kind of
It's like
tape?
wall side, and you just like you stick it on, and maybe put a
Command
Christmas
strips.
light on it, command strip,
Command strip.
just a little bit of glue.
It's easy to pull off later. Yeah. Yeah.
Pull up and
God,
feel good.
Frankie.
Yeah.
The skin attached to it for a second.
It's That's like in Christmas Story when he pulls his tongue off the pole.
It just makes it
Yes, that's what I'm picturing. Ew.
Whatever, dude. dude. I'm just comparing it to this guy. I mean, who the hell is this guy?
He had a hammer bag. I don't know.
Holy shit.
All right, I think we're gonna end it there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to St. Hubert Stag Wine. It is a sponsor of Friday Night Pints. It is a sponsor of X Games. It's not a prissy wine. It's actually, we'll pull everyone here. Kayce's a wine expert. Keegs is a wine expert. Cons is a wine expert. Frankie and Marty are wine newbies, I think.
Yeah.
What we got?
We'll start with the newbies.
I enjoy it a lot.
I got
am
good
a big
buzz.
wine
You
person.
got a good buzz.
And this is fantastic.
We're doing thumbs up.
Yeah,
Thumbs
yeah.
up.
You don't have to, you don't have to give me
Let's
a
use
tannin
thumbs up.
rating.
I'm
because
not-
FYI,
we're
I'm taking
explaining
one
how.
of these
I
bottles,
mean, yeah, I'm
maybe
taking
2.
a bottle.
Yeah, I might
okay.
swipe one as
So-
well.
So thank you very much to St. Hubert's Wine. Again, avoid having to go to through all the looking, pretending you know what you're looking at on a wine bottle. Also, I actually forgot to say this because the only thing I look at on a wine bottle is the label.
Yeah,
and the label's
label.
fucking
Great.
sick.
The
Labels
That's
are
how
great.
you sell wine
Right.
to inexperienced wine drinkers.
True.
Have a dope label.
Big, and
Yeah.
it's got the big stag up here, and that one up here, the crest up there is sick as hell.
Yeah.
So thank you very much again. Follow along all the action
Frankie's drunk.
at sthuberts.us on Instagram and on Facebook, and make sure to check out your local wine aisle today. Thank you very much.
Congrats. Good job, guys.
If you made it this far, you
Long
watched
time.
the whole episode. You have to.
I've never watched the full episode. If you watched the full episode,
never watched like 10 minutes of an episode.
you really, really like us. So
Or
just,
or you hate us, but like have a fetish to watch us. And
Yeah.
whatever the reason is, you've made it this far. You're going to want to watch more.
you should want to watch more.
And you actually owe it to us to click the subscribe button. If you have watched that much time, you now owe us in the form of clicking the subscribe button
That's
and,
internet currency.
and hitting the bell icon.
Yes.
I don't even know what the bell icon is, but they tell me
I
to
think
say
it
that.
sets a reminder for you. And also leave comments for what your favorite voicemail was, all kinds of that fun stuff. But you owe it to us to do it. Law. Internet law.
Internet law.